we're here at the mouth of the Kennebec River with Captain Ed Rice. Ed runs River Run Tours, based in Bath, and he was kind enough to jump on our whaler today and give us a tour of the lower Kennebec, approaching from the ocean all the way up to Bath. And Ed, you usually run a 25-foot pontoon boat. This is a little bit different, right?
This is a little bit different,
yeah.
But the conditions are good for either boat today.
So where are we now, and where are we going to start?
We're at Pond Island Light, which is signifies the mouth of the Kennebec River. Directly off our bow, about 3 miles out, it doesn't look like that, but it is. It's Seguin Light. Seguin Light was built in 1798 under George Washington, and the rest of these lights that you're going to see today were 1898.
So what's this red roof building behind us, Ed?
That used to be the U.S. Coast Guard Life-Saving Station, Popham, up until 1965, I think.
So that's obviously Popham Beach.
Right.
Can you beach your boat?
Once you stay below the high tide mark.
Tell us a little bit about Fort Popham behind us.
Well, Fort Popham was a fort that was supposed to have been built for the Civil War, and the war broke out before they could finish it.
Oh,
So
really?
it really never saw war.
Oh, really?
And now it's a state park.
So tell us about this lighthouse right here behind us.
This is Perkins Island Light, and it's in Georgetown, Maine. It's the third light in on the Kennebec Light series.
Yep.
The light itself is still in use. As you can see, the light itself has been taken care of, and the house hasn't.
And what about the one next to it that doesn't seem to have a light, but looks like a kind of like a cone shape?
That is a mechanical fog valve. In the days before electric horns, they'd go down, pull a chain fall, lift a weight up into the top, and engage 2 sets of gears, and it would bang a gong 3 times a minute, very loudly. And that's why the building's built like that. It emanates sound from the base. It's a Squirrel Point light. It's on Arousic Island. The light is still in use. The house, of course, isn't. Look at it.
Yeah. Another fixer-upper.
Another fixer-upper. Yeah, this is called Squirrel Point because a schooner called the Squirrel wrecked here shortly before they put the light on.
So Ed, those couple seals, huh?
Yeah, they're all over the place here. The fishing is real good, and they tend to go where the fish are.
Right.
Look at that's a bald eagle.
There's a nest right to the left and up. That's the female right there. I would expect that we'd see the male probably on the other side of the river.
So is that what usually happens, that the male is on one side and the female's on the other?
It's just like anything else, right?
So interesting, the small cottages and then the mansions.
That used to belong to Colonel Parker, who was an ice shipping tycoon in the area years ago.
And so they'd cut the ice from the frozen Kennebec and they'd ship it all over the place, all over the world.
That's correct. That was one of the biggest, other than shipbuilding, that was the biggest cash cow that Bath, the area had, was shipping ice.
That's fascinating, really.
Kennebec ice was known to be the clearest ice in the world.
So we're at Doubling Point right now, Ed. And
That's right.
And you got a couple of range markers here.
These are the Kennebec range lights. If you want to be assured that you're in the dredged out 80-foot deep channel, and the big ships that come and go from the Bath Iron Works require that, then you keep those lined up, coming and going until you get up through this guy. This is Doubling Point Lighthouse, and it's named Doubling Point because the river at this point takes a double hairpin turn.
Yeah, so this is the launch ramp where we launched the boat yesterday.
This is the busier ramp now.
There's plenty of parking, though.
All sorts of parking.
And it's free.
It is free.
So this is the Maine Maritime Museum grounds, right?
It's a beautiful museum. It really is. Anyone that's interested in maritime history, this is a must stop. These markers are very important. They signify 400 yards from shore. And you want to stay outside of the markers, and the security guards will let you know if you do get inside. Sirens,
security boat.
Go in and halt.
Yeah.
Move away, river runner.
So Ed, it looks like there's a bridge and it looks like a side river. What is that?
This is the beginning of the Sasanoa River, which is actually a connecting river that connects the Kennebec to the Sheepskin.
So you got 2 bridges here.
The first bridge, the older bridge, was built in 1927. That's the Carlton Bridge. That has a center lift span that will allow 66 feet. There's a sign on the bridge that will tell you how to reach them, either by VHF or by phone. And then the new bridge, the Saginaw Bridge, was put in 2001.
Sure. And it opens on demand, you said, yeah.
It does. It opens on demand.
So another park and some public docks?
Yeah, this is the Bath Waterfront Park. It's the main attraction in downtown Bath as far as parks go.
It's got plenty of dock space there. So this is obviously is the Kennebec Marina,
Kennebec Tavern and Marina.
right? And so this is the only marina really in Bath.
It's the only full-service marina. They have gas. They do not have diesel fuel here, but the larger boats can arrange for oil companies to come fill up the larger boats here at the docks.
Right. So you know these backwaters like the back of your hand.
I love the backwaters because no matter what the weather is, you can make it through.
Nice.
It doesn't get too rough, and it's very scenic.
Ed Rice, thank you so much. What a fabulous tour of the Kennebec River and the Bath waterfront. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. I thoroughly enjoy giving the tours, and it's something I don't think I'll ever get tired of.
Yeah, and all that wildlife, how could you?
That's right. There's always something to see, and it changes every day.
Well, if you come to Bath and you want a personalized tour of the Kennebec River and this great scenic area, come see Ed. You can find him right here. His boat is kept right here at the Kennebec Marina, or you can check out his website, riverruntours.com.